They're going through the roof this year in 2026, and employers are concerned about controlling healthcare costs. I hear it every day. Healthcare costs now are outpacing retention, and it's a top worry. So, in the past, one of the very top concerns in employee benefits was employee retention. And now that has moved aside. Of course, employers are still concerned about retention. However, healthcare costs have now taken up the number one spot as what most employers are most concerned about. And in 2026, healthcare costs are up 9%, which is the largest jump that we've seen in several years. Hi, my name is Mel DeWeese, and today we are going over why non-medical benefits are the new cost control strategy. And each week I come to you with information about HR, employee benefits, and sometimes personal development. And why would you listen to me is because I've been working in the area of HR and employee benefits for 20 years. And I've thought about these concepts a lot. And today we are going over why non-medical benefits are the new cost control strategy. The average $18,500 per employee per year is the new cost. So most employers are paying about $18,500 per year per employee towards their healthcare costs. And old strategies just aren't working anymore. So, why are people feeling financially squeezed? I'm sure most of you can relate. The cost of just living has gone up, the cost of rent, groceries, and the like. People are feeling the crunch and the squeeze. The cost of living has gone through the roof, as most of you know. Inflation has been up over the last several years. We have already experienced inflation. Inflation has already happened, and those prices aren't coming down. They've remained relatively sticky. And wages are not keeping up with the cost of premiums and the cost of inflation. 28% worry that they can't afford their care. They're afraid to go to the doctor. People are afraid to use their health benefits right now. People are feeling that they're living paycheck to paycheck. Employees out there are feeling it every day, and every time they get their paycheck, they feel that their buying power is going down, has gone down over the last several years. Passive loyalty. So employees are staying in their current positions, and they're staying from necessity, not necessarily choice. And low engagement. Engagement has decreased despite lower turnover, and productivity has showing signs that productivity is stalling, even with more benefits. So the wake up call on benefits and cost, some employers are asking me about some cost control strategies without hurting recruiting and retention. And many employers and HR alike feel stuck. Some employers are getting really excited about the non-medical benefit offerings that are showing some ROI. And the latest benefit trend is that 60% of employers have increased their benefits investment to handle these costs because they see that, yes, cash flow and trying to budget everything that a business needs is very difficult. However, employees are so important. They build your business, they are your business, and keeping that top talent is a main priority for most employers out there. And 62% expanded their non-medical coverage. So most of the time when I work with employers, the main focus is the medical and the health insurance because that's the most expensive piece out of the benefits pie. Medical insurance takes up most of that. So people tend to focus on the medical benefits. However, we've found that if we focus on the dental, the life, or supplemental benefits, we can expand the benefit offering without crunching too much of the budget. Every dollar invested returns $2.30 on average when we look at these benefits and the holistic health approach. If an employer is embracing all sides of health, we're seeing 25% more productivity from the employees. And why are employers investing more in benefits? Well, non medical benefits cut medical costs. There are plans out there that can be added that can help employees with those medical costs, and they can boost retention and performance as well as engagement with your employees. 73% say they're the most cost effective option. So when employees are looking at their benefits, they're seeing that if they downgrade their medical, they can upgrade in other areas and save money in other areas. Non medical benefits can be the hidden cost control lever. Dental, vision, disability, and financial wellness is a top section that we look at. 83% report lower medical costs after adding these benefits. Address root causes rather than just the symptoms. And benefits can drive connection, culture, and performance. Employees using 5+ benefits are 38% healthier. Using 10 or more benefits, employees are 69% healthier, less likely to take sick days, drives results, not just coverage. A simple framework is that if you match benefits to the life stage and the need, those employees will be so grateful. And unfortunately, the only way to do this is to add more benefits, to add more options. I know a lot of HR people do not want to see that or don't want to do that extra work. I know it is a pain in the butt. But the truth is that younger workers need different types of help than an employee that's in their 50s or 60s. Workers tend to want assistance with their student loans and an emergency savings option. And then you have the families, your demographic of employees that have families. They're going to prioritize childcare, FSAs, and potentially disability, life insurance. If someone is in the middle of their career, they are going to want more financial planning and legal services. And those who are looking forward to retirement in the upcoming years, they are asking about long-term care and other retirement tools. So again, it's important to think about your employees and what stage of life they are in. And one type of insurance isn't necessarily going to check the box for everyone. So designing a holistic, cost smart benefits mix can really help bring more efficiency to the employee benefits package. So we start with workforce needs, not vendors, and patches or pitches. All right, so designing a holistic benefits program is a great foundation and it can be very smart at what your workforce and the demographic of your workforce actually needs and wants. At the same time, bundling complementary benefits for those different life stages will signal to the employees that you are thinking ahead, you are thinking of their needs and potentially taking in some of their feedback through employee surveys and the like. Access simple and digital. I know that there are some manufacturers, construction companies, big companies that have a hard time with getting the employees to take actions online. However, in today's day and age, everybody has an iPhone. And a lot of these systems make it a lot easier for people to access and take steps towards education through their iPhone or being able to elect benefits through their iPhone. So, thinking about how to make it easier for your employees to access their benefits in a digital setting is becoming more and more important, even if your employees aren't. There are some solutions out there. Track what drives health and cost outcomes. So, for employers that are looking to improve their employee benefits, looking at how to improve the health of their employees, the wellness of employees, and make it a feature of your plan to foster employee health and make it easier for your employees to access their benefits and understand their benefits, has some great outcomes in costs, not just in employee engagement and loyalty, but can have impacts in the outcome of cost and how much the benefits package is costing you. Common mistakes that waste benefit dollars, benefits without measuring the use or the impact, benefits in hard to find portals, going through your benefits and just checking the box isn't enough. It's not going to be enough. There has to be employee education around all of the benefits and making sure employees have access to those resources and know where to find those resources. Treating all employees the same, regular reviews and adjustments. I know we all get busy, and talking to an expert like myself about your insurance is not the most fun topic. Employee benefits, HR, and insurance is not everyone's forte. It can be skipped. Employers sometimes want to push it off, procrastinate on doing it, or skip it altogether. And it is extremely important that you check in on your benefits, look at the market every year, and talk about what we can do to improve in these areas. Mindset shift from expense to strategic investment. I know that it can be difficult to have this mindset shift from expense to a strategic investment. And when you're first starting out, just trying to figure out how to afford all this stuff, adding the employees, the payroll, the paying an additional HR person, growing a business is so hard. And there's a point in which the employee benefits become, and so stop asking, can we afford this benefit? And try to look at it. What is the outcome that this creates? And is the cost worth it? What does it cost if we don't do this? If we don't move forward with this strategy, you won't have employees that understand their benefits, wasting some money on benefits. Because at the end of the day, why spend so much money on these employee benefits if the employees don't like it, don't use it, don't understand it? I mean, it's really can turn into a waste of time and money and effort. It as a strategic investment in your employees and in talent and in recruiting, because let's face it, when you have a comprehensive employee benefits package, recruiting becomes a lot easier. One of many things that can become easier. So with that, thank you for hanging out until the end. If you have any questions, I do have a link down below if you want to schedule an assessment with me, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.